Hey everyone, I hope you're all really well. So as you can tell, today's video is a really dramatic smoky eye, and then it's got a nice pop of colour under the lower lash line there just to give it a little bit of something extra rather than just a regular smoky eye. So for the colours on the lids, I actually used all Makeup Geek shadows and an Inglot Pigment, and then underneath the lower lash line I did incorporate some of those gorgeous vibrant shades from the Urban Decay Electric palette. So if you guys like the look of this look and you want to learn how to create it on yourself, then please keep on watching. As always, I'm going to be priming my lids, and I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear Paintpot in the colour Painterly. This one has got more of a pinkish undertone. When you are using such dark and vibrant shadows, you do really want to make sure that it's all well primed so that you really bring out those colours. And because we're going to be carrying colour on the lower lash line, we really want to prime under there as well. So the first shadow that I'm going to use is this one. This is Shimma by Makeup Geek, and holy moly, it's gorgeous. It's like this really pretty shimmery champagne colour. I'm going to use that on my brow bone as a highlight, and then also in the inner tear duct as well. I've probably spoken to you guys about Makeup Geek shadows before. I am freaking in love with them. The quality is amazing. I reckon these are way better than MAC. Now with Peach Smoothie on a larger blending brush, this is the E35, I think, by Sigma. I'm just going to sweep that one backwards and forwards through the socket area, and this is going to help warm up the crease, and it's also going to act as a nice transition shade to help us blend out our darker shadows that we're going to go in with next. Now going to be taking a little bit of this one, which is Taupe Notch. And it's actually looking a lot lighter on the camera here than it does look in real life. But on a smaller fluffy brush, this is the Sigma E25. Just going to be working that one backwards and forth directly in the socket. I find that applying a mid-tone brown prior to going with a black shadow, it just makes the whole thing look a lot more seamless, less choppy, and the blending is so much easier as well. Now taking Corrupt, which is the blackest of all black eyeshadows. Honestly, it's so gorgeous. I'm going to be taking this one on a firmer blending brush and sweeping it backwards and forth just in the crease area there. And I'm also going to carry that one down in a diagonal angle onto the lash line. So that's going to form a bit of a V shape on that outer corner area there. Now when you're working with black, you guys probably already know, but you just got to keep blending, otherwise it's going to look horrendous. So I pretty much just was blending until my eyeball was going to fall out. No, not really. But I did blend for a long time to make sure that all of these colours were really nice and smooth. And if you feel like you've lost a little bit of the darkness with the blending there, just pop a little bit more of that black shadow on that E25 and then just sweep it backwards and forwards really nice and softly to get a little bit more definition. So for the lid, I'm going to be working with this Inglot Pigment. This is number 80. And it's just this really pretty reflective shimmery pigment, and it's got like sort of notes of silver, taupey brown, and there's some little reflex of gold in there as well. Just using a little bit of MAC Fix Plus on my brush to dampen it up and then patting it directly onto the lid. Honestly, if you haven't tried Inglot, you really should. It's so affordable, and it is like the highest quality makeup that you can even imagine. So once you've got that pigment down all over the lid and you've feathered out the outer corner a little bit with your blending brush, you're then ready to go in and apply your eyeliner. So for me today, I've gone with a bit of a winged line and sort of a medium thickness sort of along the lash line there. Whatever suits your eye shape is perfectly fine. Just make sure that you keep that line really nice and neat and crisp. And as you can see here, I've switched up to a flat definer brush to create my wing. It's just got a little bit more control, and it might make it a little easier for you guys that are having a bit of difficulty drawing in that wing there. And then I'm also carrying that line into the inner tear duct, and I'm going to carry that same gel eyeliner. Did I say it before? If I didn't, it's the Inglot gel eyeliner in black anyway. But I'm carrying that gel eyeliner all the way along the waterline as well. So now it's time for my favourite part, the colour. And to create that really pretty purple haze underneath the eye, I'm first starting out with a really deep blue. This is Chaos from the Urban Decay Electric palette. And on an angled brush, I'm applying that directly underneath that black eyeliner in the waterline. You want to try and make sure that there's no gap between the black and the blue. Following up, I'm going to take a deep purple. This is Urban from the same palette, and I'm going to be sweeping that directly under where we've applied that blue. You also want to trace this one up following that black eyeliner as well, carrying it all the way to the tip, and then also spreading it all the way into the inner tear duct area as well. And then finally going in with Jilted, which is like this maroony pink kind of colour from the palette. I'm on a soft pencil brush, I'm going to sweep that directly underneath all of those other colours, sort of blending them all in together and hazing it out. This is what gives it that really soft smoky effect on the lower lash line, so do spend a little bit of time blending here. Okay, now we're ready for mascara. I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black to give both my upper and lower lashes a generous coat. And then it's time for falsies. So these lashes are my all-time new favourites. These are by Ivory Lash, which is actually an Australian company who provides mink fur lashes. So these I think are the Burlesque style. I will link all the details in the description bar below. They're just very, very flattering on my eye shape in particular, and also very comfortable to wear. So moving on to our face now, I'm taking my Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. I am in the colour Classic Beige in this one, and this concealer actually also promises an anti-fatigue and radiant glow effect, which I do actually think that it achieves. When I do apply it underneath my eye area, it really does brighten it up and just remove any dark circles that I might have underneath there. And as you can see, I'm just gently patting this one into the skin using the Sigma tapered face brush. I love this brush for concealer. I've told you guys 1,000 times already. Then I'm going to go in with my Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat highlighting pen. This is just basically a cream highlighter that you can apply anywhere on the face, and it just counteracts any darkness, any redness, any purple under eye circles, all those types of things. So I sort of give myself some whiskers there on the sides of my cheeks. I also pop this one in between my brow area, underneath my mouth, and then also directly underneath where we would apply our contour. It definitely looks like war paint before you blend it out. Pretty cute, huh? So to blend this one into the skin, I'm taking that same Sigma tapered face brush and just using sort of gentle patting and sweeping motions to really gently buff this one into the skin. Don't be too harsh with the pressure here, because you don't want to sort of erase any of the foundation that you've applied underneath. You want this product to go over the top and just be like a really nice gentle highlight. So I'm going to use creams to contour today, and I'm going to take these 4 colours from my Graftobian. This is the HD Cream palette, and this one is in the neutral. It's just a really great cream palette with a whole bunch of different shades of foundation in it. And just using these colours sort of all swirled together, I'm carrying them through the hollows of my cheeks there, up along my forehead and temple areas, also underneath my mouth, and then the bridges of my nose as well. I really do love cream contouring. It looks a lot more natural than a powder contour actually does, and it does also photograph a lot better. If you can just get your head around, learning how to really blend it out properly and which colours to use, then I think you'll be really happy with this technique. If you guys do want to see a full, cream contouring video on how, like a step-by-step thingy, let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely put one together for you. Then, once again, the trusty tapered face brush by Sigma. I am using that to blend all of this out. This brush is just, honestly, once you've worked with it, you will totally see what I'm on about. It just blends creams and foundations and concealers to such a perfect airbrush finish. It's amazing. And then around the nose area, I just like to use patting motions with my fingers because using a big brush just sort of tends to wipe the product out on this sort of, you know, bony kind of area. And I'm just taking a little bit more of that highlighter as well. I'm popping it on the tip of my nose, right down the middle of the bridge of my nose and also the sides of my nose. And then once again, blending that out with my fingers to complete the nose there. I've said in previous videos before that contouring the nose is definitely a personal thing, so the way that I contour my nose might not necessarily work for you. You just need to sort of play around with a bit until you find something that really complements your shape. Okay, so powdering now, and I forgot to actually get a clip of this. This is the Sleek Translucent Loose Powder in the colour Light. Just a really nice, lightweight, loose setting powder that does keep the oil at bay. And then for my blush, as you can tell, I picked up another Inglot blush palette. I just can't get over these. They're so beautiful and easy to blend. I'm just using a mixture of the light coral and the dark corals in this palette and just working them on the apples of my cheeks and blending up towards my hairline. And then finally, to give my cheeks a little bit more of a glow, I'm going back in with that same Makeup Geek eyeshadow Shimma, and on a fluffy blending brush I'm going to be applying this one to the cheekbones. Just be careful as this one is very, very pigmented, so once you've dipped your brush into the pan, do make sure you sweep a little bit off onto the back of your hand and then go in with the cheek. If you go straight from the pan onto your cheek, you're gonna look like a disco ball. Does go to show though that you know, eyeshadows or, you know, whatever makeup products you choose, you can use them however you like, so just be creative. Then for the lips, I'm just keeping them nice and neutral, so first lining them with a nude lip liner. I think this one is the Napoleon lip pencil in Nude Awakening. I will pop the details in the description bar below. And then following up with that, I'm taking a MAC lipstick. This one is Honey Love. It's actually my favourite texture and nude lipstick at the minute. It's a matte texture, but at the same time it's not like a really drying matte. It still looks very moisturising on the lips. It's got the perfect blend of beige and pink and nudes all in the one lipstick, so it doesn't make me look dead. So thanks guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the tutorial, please give it a big thumbs up. It really does help me out and helps my channel to grow. I love the way that this eye makeup look turned out. Sometimes I get a bit bored with just a regular smoky eye, so it's nice to add some, you know, romantic purples and pinks underneath the lower lash line just to give it a little bit of extra oomph and, I don't know, just really change it up a bit. If you guys do want to see close-up pictures of this makeup look, definitely head over to my Instagram and Facebook page because I will upload close-up pictures and all sorts of other fun stuff there. So until next time, I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye! And it's a great mascara. So you want to apply a decent amount on the upper and lower lashes, and then we're going to go in with false lashes. These are the Demi Wispies by Red Cherry. They're a very flirty, natural looking lash, and they're very lightweight and comfortable to wear as well. So I'm